Just so you know, if there's one of these missing from where you work, it's probably you. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Jack's World, where I am working on a video instead of, you know, actually working. However, when I am at work, I'm surrounded by all kinds of different people. So, I thought I'd run down a list of the stereotypical people that you would find in your everyday workplace. I'm pretty sure that if anyone who I work with watches this video, they'll be able to put names to one or two of these stereotypes, and they might find it pretty funny that I'm almost doing like a direct impression of certain types of people. But I am legally required to inform you that the characters in this video are purely fictitious, and any resemblance to people, alive or dead, is purely coincidental. Also, don't forget to go down there and click subscribe if you're not already. So, every workplace needs a very good boss who can hold things together and motivate the workforce to do a good job. Unfortunately, not every workplace has one of those. Some jobs are run by absolute sociopaths who are drunk on power and insist on making everyone around them miserable. I mean, admittedly, people who aren't doing the jobs properly probably will get called up for it, but then again, people who are doing the jobs properly will also get called up for not doing the jobs properly. So I guess it's more of like a, you know, if you scream at enough people, then eventually you'll hit someone who's, you know, doing something wrong. Also, you do not want to try and suggest to these people ways of making things better for everyone. You don't want to challenge the status quo the way that they like it. Otherwise you'll get met with a very stern warning about how low down in the company you are and how easily replaceable you are, and stop doing that. You get on there. And what are you smiling about over there? Hey, stop nattering, you two. Look, you're here to work, not cry. You've only lost 2 fingers, you've got 3 more. Hi, Stu. Yeah, I just had a thought. A thought? You don't do the thinking, I do the thinking, and you just work in the way I tell you to. Yeah, but you know, if we put things on that side... Nope! Why not though? I mean, it'd be easier for everyone here, and everyone would be happier doing it, and it'd increase productivity, and... Because I'm the boss, and I have deep-rooted childhood issues, and I'm using the small amount of power that I've been granted to take them out on people like you. And also, because I said no! The lazy shit is one of the more aggravating of the worker stereotypes, especially when the aforementioned psycho boss doesn't pick up on it. He or she will take any opportunity that they can find to do as little work as they can possibly get away with. If, like me, you have a job that's very manual, very physically demanding, very reliant on teamwork and everyone pulling their weight, if you have that sort of job and you end up with one of these guys on your team, you and pretty much everyone else there who isn't one of these people is going to end up doing, like, it's drastically going to increase the amount of work that you have to do, and that's just not fun. Oh mate, do you think you could cover me for a couple of minutes while I just go for a drink of water? Yeah, alright, but hurry up. Cheers. Cheers for that, mate. You know what? Made me need good toilet that now. I needed it before, but having that drink's made me really desperate. Do you mind just covering for me for just another couple of minutes? Can you not wait? Because it means I have to... Oh, cheers, mate. Oh, that's well better, that is. Cheers. Right, do you mind just covering for me if I go for a quick drink then? I'll only be 2 minutes. Hey, am I meant to do your bit as well? It's hard work covering for someone, you know. You'll have to wait until you go on a break. Anyway, they need someone to stand over there and do nothing for half an hour, and I've worked hard enough on this all morning now, so I'm just gonna go and do that. You'd be alright covering for the next couple of hours, wouldn't you, on your own? Yeah, see you in a bit. Now, fair enough, I'll give them this. The bossy worker is normally a good worker. They've been there a while, they know what they're doing, they know the ropes, they're good at the job. But sometimes, if they've been there long enough, they'll start walking around like they own the place. They'll start bossing people around, telling people where to go, what to do. And if you're working with someone like that, you better hope that your interests don't conflict with their interests, because you can be damn sure that they're going to get their own way, even if that means screwing you over in the process. You gotta go on there, you. Like, I've just been on there, I've just come off that, I've done 3 hours on that. I just wanted a bit of a break, so I've just gone on this for a bit. No, I had a stressful half an hour on there this morning. I'm going on here now, mate. Really? There's nothing else you can do. I mean, I just wanted some time away from that station. Stop arguing with me, alright? One of us is going to have to go on there again, and it's not going to be me. I'm going on here, so move. Alright, these guys aren't so bad because the heart is in the right place and some of them don't even know that they're doing it. But if you end up face to face with a non-stop talker for an extended period of time, you're not going to be able to get a word in edgeways. Chances are you'll ask like one sort of simple, easy to answer question, just as a bit of small talk to pass the time, and you'll be met with just this barrage, this huge long story about every little tiny detail that's happened to someone in the space of a 20-minute period, and they'll drag that story out for about an hour. Oh, you alright, yeah. You had a good weekend, yeah? Yeah, it was alright, didn't really do much. You? Oh, my hot water went off on Saturday. Oh, that's not good, is it? Have you got it fixed now? Well, I needed to have a shower because I was going out that afternoon, so I got on the phone to the company straight away, right? And this guy who answered, he only sounded really young, so I asked him, I thought, is he just a receptionist or does he actually work there? So I said, are you actually a receptionist or do you actually work there? And he was like, no, I actually do work here, I'm not just a receptionist. He said he could help me and that I should explain the problem to him. So I said to him, my hot water's gone off, you see, and I said I need to have a shower because I'm going out later in the afternoon. I mentioned before that I was going out in the afternoon, didn't I? Yeah. So anyway, I told him about the hot water and he told me to go and check the boiler to see if pilot light was out. So I stayed on phone with him and I went down to the boiler and I checked it. I looked at the pilot light and it wasn't out. The pilot light was fine, you see. So I told him that the pilot light was fine. And I said that I don't think it's a problem with the boiler because central heating's still working. I said I'm not cold, I just need a shower because I'm going out later in the afternoon. I mentioned that I was going out later in the afternoon, didn't I? Yeah. So this guy, this young sounding guy, I thought he was a receptionist at first. Turns out he actually works there and he could help me. He mentioned that he was going to send someone out to come and have a look at it. So this guy turns up, 6 foot tall, great big beard on him, load of tattoos, but you know, despite first impressions, he did look alright, he was a nice guy. So anyway, he comes into my house, Steve I think his name was. Steve comes into my house and he has a look at my boiler, he's looking at it for about 5 minutes and he presses something on it. Don't know what it was, but next thing I know he comes out and he turns my water tap on and oh look, there's hot water coming out of my tap. I was buzzing, I said alright, cheers mate, cheers Steve, I think that was what his name was, I can't remember entirely. So I went up to have a shower and the shower just wasn't getting hot again, it was still staying cold, so I rang him back up. I said, hey, do you remember me? Yeah, it's because my pilot light's fine and Steve's come and had a look at it and the hot water's still not working in the shower. Oh my god, you'll never believe what it was. Turns out my shower heats the water using electricity. It had nothing to do with the boiler or the central heating or the pilot light or anything all along. So anyway, I had a bit of a laugh on the phone with them. And then I found out the company who fitted the shower for me and I rang them up to see if they could help. I said, you'll never guess what I've just done. I said, I've just been on phone to boiler people thinking it was my central heating as well that had gone. Although I knew that it wasn't because I wasn't even that cold. I rang them up, I said, I've got no hot water in my house. I said, I need a shower because I'm going out later as well. So I rang them up and I'm talking to this woman, Janine I think her name was, can't remember exactly, I think it was Janine. I said, oh my god Janine, you never guess what's just happened. Rang the boiler company up, right, and this young guy answered. I said, are you just a receptionist? Because you sound like a receptionist. And he said, no. Put the phone down and that was that. So after I told him what the guy at the electric company had said, I looked in his face and said, can I have a shower at yours then? Because mine's not working and I need to go out later. And he said, yeah, that's alright. And he looked really tired and I don't know why he looked really tired because he looked fine when I first came in. I remember really clearly walking in and thinking he looked fine. But yeah, other than that, not really done anything, no. And finally, we have the hazard. This one kind of speaks for itself, I think. I mean, whoever this person is, it's a danger to themselves and it's a danger to everyone around them, whether intentionally or not. Now again, like the non-stop talker, the hazard just like, sometimes they don't realise what it is that they're doing. I mean, most times the hazard doesn't realise that they're a hazard. So they're usually quite nice people. It's just quite difficult to be around someone when you fear for your own life. Tell you what, it's loud and bright in here today, innit? Look, just back away from the machines, alright? Don't touch anything, just step back. Alright, okay then. Alright, fine, no worry. Fine, all good. Tell you what, while you're doing that, I'll just go and help them over there, alright? No, they're fine. Oh my god, they're all dead. So, there you have 5 types of stereotypical people that you will find in pretty much any job place. I mean, some places might be missing one or another, but the majority of them will appear pretty much anywhere that you get a job. You fit one of them stereotypes? Let me know which one down in the comments, and are you proud of it? Tell me that as well. Sure, why not? And also tell me some of the people that you have at work, and if I missed any out. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to smash that thumbs up button. Click over here to subscribe to my channel, and click over here to watch last week's video. You can follow me on those up there, and I will see you guys next week with a brand new video. See ya!